We have been cooped up in our new house in Nashville for the past about 3 days unpacking. So I thought today would be the perfect day to go and explore the local park. We're gonna get some fresh air, and it turns out to be a really beautiful, fun park. Nice job, girl. There's so many beautiful shade trees around, so you don't feel the humidity and the heat quite as much out here. It looks like there's basketball courts, soccer fields, walking paths, bocce ball, pretty much everything you could need for a wonderful park experience. And the play structure is really big, and there's tons of swings, which are the girls' favorites. One of my favorite things from looking at houses out here when we were doing all of our house hunting was that so many houses had porch swings, and I'm kind of bummed that our house doesn't have one, so I might have to get one because I just love the porch swing experience. It seems so southern.
This is my stick and this is his.
Ooh, those are good sticks, Maya. I just can't get over how different this is from Arizona. Now, I loved Arizona, so I'm not comparing them in a bad way for either state, but it's just so different here. There's giant trees, there's sticks, there's grass. We didn't have any of those things in Arizona. It was all, you know, palm trees or cacti. We had rocks in our yard, no sticks to play with, which I used to play with as a kid when I grew up, like in Oklahoma and Texas. So it's such a different world out here, and I'm loving it so far. Addie girl, what's your favorite thing about Nashville so far?
The deers and the trees.
The deers and the trees, that's a good answer. How many deer have we seen so far?
3.
3, all in our neighborhood too.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. And then we saw 1 in our backyard and 2 in our neighbor's front yard. Are you sweaty?
Yeah, very.
That's another different thing about Arizona. Do you know the difference between the heat?
No.
So in Arizona we have a very dry heat, which means we don't have this humidity. Here it's not nearly as hot. When we left Arizona it was probably 110 degrees. But here it's probably in the 80s, but it's humid and there's moisture in the air. Do you feel that moisture, Addie?
Yes, I do.
Well, you can hear the bugs up there. Girls, you hear that?
Yeah, wait, those are bugs?
Those are bugs making that noise.
Yeah.
There are definitely way more bugs here than there were in Arizona. And we had a pretty, I think, scary encounter with a bug our second day here. You can tell us what bug Daddy had on him the second day here?
A tick.
A tick. We don't have ticks in Arizona either, and that was one thing we were kind of scared of. We're like, oh my goodness, I hope we don't get a tick ever if we move to Tennessee, because to us it just seems scary. We don't have ticks, we've never experienced that. We barely unpacked, and we called an exterminator and a pest control team, and we had everybody out, and we're having them spray our backyard and spray our house. That was like #1 priority when we moved here, was hoping we never encounter a tick again. Although I do realize it's kind of part of the life here, it still freaked us out. Time for a snack break. Whoa, Addie just found this bug. Colin, come look, come look.
I can't let him.
We won't touch it. That is a weird looking bug.
Oh, bug.
We're told it is poisonous by a little boy here, so we're gonna stay away from it. I'm trying to look it up on my phone and learn a little something about it, and it looks like they can cause severe allergic reactions, possibly. I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but it does say to avoid fuzzy white caterpillars, which this definitely is. I think it's funny that it was like probably a 4 or 5-year-old little boy who told us, don't touch it, it's poisonous. So I guess growing up here, you just get to know what bugs you have to stay away from.
Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other gold.
Oh my God.
A circle's round, it has no end. That's how long I'm gonna be your friend.
On the way home from the park today, the kids and I stopped at the grocery store because I feel like for weeks since we've been in between houses, we've been living on like processed foods and restaurant food and fast food, and I felt like we just needed some good, healthy food. So I'm on a mission today. I'm making up some spaghetti and some yummy broccoli, some quinoa dishes, fruits and veggies, and all sorts of healthy food that I can stock our fridge with for this next week so that we can get some healthy food and nutrients back into our body, because I think we need it.
It's actually drinking the water, spitting it out.
Colin, what are you doing?
I want to make you cook
Okay,
this.
oh my goodness. What are you doing? All right, let's turn the basket off. No, sir. No.
Cool.
Out we go, no more of this. Yummy. You say yummy?
Yummy.
Yummy, does that look good? Don't go to my spaghetti sauce. Say yummy. Say yummy.
Yummy.
Yummy. Look at it on. Yummy. While I'm cooking in the kitchen, the girls are busy going through some boxes. I think they found some of my old scrapbooks that I made years ago, and I think they're having fun looking through those right now. Now we're making the girls' favorite. What are these, Maya? What's it gonna be?
Sweet potato muffins.
Sweet potato muffins and sweet potato bread. So we have this area here underneath our covered screen porch and right outside of our basement, and I'm not exactly sure what to do with it. I'm gonna kind of play around with it for a little bit right now. We brought some of our patio furniture from Phoenix, so Maya's gonna help me see if we can arrange something that's useful down here. Adding some playhouses back here. Yeah, back there works. You come in too, Maya? The backyard was one of the things we liked best about this house. It's a very different backyard though, because it's sloped and there's just a ton of trees, and we're not quite sure exactly what to do with it and how to work it. I want to leave it open mostly. It's just like an exploration area for the girls, but we do have to figure out something to contain Sandy and Colin, because as it is right now, they can just wander off in any direction. That would not be good. There's actually a zip line here in the backyard which goes from this tree
Why do you have tennis balls on?
all the way over to, I don't know if you can see in the distance, there's like a set of stairs right there.
How do people get on the zip line? Because on the stairs it's so high from there.
You probably need help from a grown-up to do that. I don't know though that the zip line is something I trust. I don't know who built it. I don't know how long it's been here. I would definitely have to do a little bit of research before I decided whether or not we were gonna actually test this thing out. Luckily it's not too high off the ground, so I don't think you get any major injuries off of it. Yeah, it looks like there's a spring and some tennis balls that slow you down so you don't just wham into the tree. We're back inside and sweet potato muffins are ready. I'll let this cool just a little bit more before I try to get it out. You guys came in a lot sooner than I thought you would. It's getting hot out there. Burning hot. Do you think it's hotter here or hotter in Arizona?
Arizona.
Yeah. I think Arizona.
I just think it's more humid here that makes it hot.
All right, so I'm looking up weather right now on my phone to compare what it's like in Nashville and Phoenix. So Nashville, it is, let's see, 91 degrees, but it's 57% humidity, so it says it feels like 101 degrees. That's pretty hot. If we go to Phoenix now, let's see what that was like. It's 106 degrees, but it's only 9% humidity, so it feels like 106 degrees. So really, today in Nashville doesn't feel that much cooler than it would in Phoenix today.